Protect your residency. As a lawful permanent resident, you are eligible to apply for a driver's license or a state ID if you do not already have one. However, you need to be aware of important questions that you need to answer no to when you go through this process, including for renewals. The question is, do you want to register to vote? Please note, many employees at the Secretary of State do not ask whether you are a U.S. citizen or whether you're qualified to register to vote. You need to be vigilant about this, as it can be a problem to be registered to vote as a non-U.S. citizen. It can be a problem if you are falsely claiming U.S. citizenship, and it can be a huge problem if you vote in a U.S. election when you're ineligible to do so. Registering to vote, voting, and falsely claiming citizenship when you're not allowed are against the law and can lead to deportation proceedings. You need to expect the questions anytime you're renewing your license or state ID and just say, no, I can't do that. I am not a citizen yet. If you become a citizen, you don't have to worry about that, and you'll have the advantage that you can register to vote when you renew your driver's license. Of course, you'll be able to vote as well. Here are some basic points on working and having a green card. First, you need to keep your green card with you at all times. Second, you should be able to work at any job that doesn't have a citizenship requirement, like a police officer. If you feel you have been discriminated against on the basis of your nationality, contact the Office of Special Counsel at the Department of Justice for guidance. Third, you can work without other limitations. If your green card expires, but you are still at the same job, you cannot be fired simply because your green card itself has expired. If you are, you should contact the Office of Special Counsel to resolve the matter. Keep in mind that if your green card expires and you are changing jobs, the new employer doesn't have to take you. Fourth, you need to update your address with the Department of Homeland Security whenever you move. We recommend that you do so within 10 days of moving, and you will always have to update your address with DHS through the USCIS website, www.uscis.gov. Every time you move, there's an online form that you can complete. You put your name, your A number, your old address, and your new address. And if you have a pending application, you put that information there as well. Fifth, it's important to have a current green card. Your green card will expire in 10 years. If you've got a green card that expires in 2 years, you are a conditional resident, not a full permanent resident, and should contact one of the providers listed below to answer questions. We recommend being ready more than 6 months before your green card expires to either renew it or apply for citizenship. Why not avoid a $540 fee to renew your green card and worry about expiration dates and start preparing for citizenship now? Do you want to have to report to USCIS every time you change your address? Either way, you should keep your card's expiration date in mind and have decided whether you're going to just renew or step up and file for citizenship if you're otherwise eligible. I want to remind you, though, that even if your green card expires, that does not mean your permanent residency expires. You are still a permanent resident. It's just very difficult to prove that and get the benefits out of it. You cannot be deported for having an expired green card, but it's difficult if you want to travel outside the United States and return. It's difficult if you're looking for a new job. It makes your life difficult if you are looking for public benefits, for example, Medicaid or food stamps, if you're trying to renew your driver's license. That's why we encourage people to renew their green cards timely.
You have had to struggle to get to your permanent residence. Why get into all of the paperwork again? Appointments and starting the application. There are many good reasons. For yourself, protection, more rights and opportunities. Number one, citizens cannot be deported, with the exception of national security cases. No need to renew your green card. Just remember, it's $540 today, and every single time probably will cost you more. Travel without fear of abandonment of residence. No need to pay $355 for a re-entry permit. access to federal and other jobs, teacher, police, for example, ability to serve as an officer in U.S. Armed Forces, ability to retire overseas without jeopardizing Social Security payments and benefits, travel on U.S. passport. Many countries do not require visas if you U.S. citizen. Eligibility for public benefits. You can change your name for free. If you immigrated through a family member since 1997, becoming a citizen ends their liability for your affidavit of support. Now, for your family, greater protection, faster path to residence. For example, children who are LPRs under age 18 and living with you when you take the oath become citizens automatically. You can petition for your family members, parents, married children, siblings. You can reclassify family members into faster categories: spouse, minor children. Certain family members may be eligible for more due process and advantageous processing. For example, spouse, minor children, and parents eligible for adjustments if they are entered with inspection. And affidavit of support liability for your sponsors. Now, for your community, you can vote, you can serve on a jury duty, you can run for an office, you can serve in election, poll workers, election judges. You can donate to campaign and get involved in a civic engagement and participation without any restriction. Start preparing now. Get in touch with one of our local New American Campaign members that becoming U.S. citizen is the right thing to do.